This is the dyno results of the 6262, the T4.85AR. 3 boost levels, pretty much 17 pound, 22 pound and 26 pound. So if you just take note of the numbers, so the first run's 295 kilowatt, second one's 365, and the highest I got was 386 kilowatt. You can see near the end of the run on the 26 kilowatts losing power, I'm actually putting more boost in there. So where the top torque curve's flat, that's about 25-ish, and where that torque starts coming down, I've actually put another pound in there, so it's like 26 point something. Then it comes down at the end to 25 point something, and that's the total power. So it's 386 with about 25 pound. Now this is the Turbosmart 6466 with the T4 divided 1.0 AR housing. So it's pretty much the same. I haven't got the 17 pound one, but I know that the 17 pound one made 320 kilowatt. So it's already up from the start. So this is 20 pound and 22 pound. So I'll just explain this first. So the two lower ones are on 20 pound. The blue one I only revved to 6.2. The red one I just revved it out a bit more. So there's really only two results here. So it's 381 and 389 horsepower. So the yellow one was on 22 pound, and I was able to make 389, but it was continuing. Pretty much I've got issues with the dual mass flywheel, keeps on making misfires. But that's the difference in the power. I'll write it so you can see it clearly, but now I'll show you an overlay of the 62, 66 and the Turbosmart. So this is the overlay of the 62, 62 and the 64, 66. They've got different AR housings, and this has got different boost levels, which I'll show you. But the blue line is the Turbosmart 6466 on 22 pound. Won't worry about power or anything at the moment, but you can see at the very start, this is consistent in all the runs. The Turbosmart at the start's always got more torque until like that 3800 mark. The 62 definitely spools up faster. That happened every single time. And the power that the 64, 66 starts taking over is literally from about 5800. So you can see on this graph, the 62, 66 right near the top end has a big dip. I've actually put a heap more boost in there. So where the torque's looking flat on the 62, 62, and it comes across to 50, it's pretty much a 25 pound and about 58. I've pumped it up to 26 point something, and it comes back down to 25 pound at 6250 at the end, but it's not making much more power. And the Turbosmart's actually on 22 pound flat. So that point where the torque's really dropped off on the 62, 62 is 5 pound more. So it's not much power difference. I'll show you the actual boost now of these two. So this is the boost of both of them. So the top one, the red one, is the 62, and the Turbosmart's the lower one. So the 62 always spools up faster. But what you can see there also is that around that 6 grand mark, you can see how much more boost I did put into the 62, and it didn't really make any more power than the Turbosmart that's on 4 pound less. So at that peak part, it's about 4 pound or maybe 5 pound difference, and the Turbosmart's about the same. So overall, you really need to run this Turbosmart with more boosts, and it's only better after about 5800 RPM and down very low, like 2 grand to 3.3. It's better for some reason. So just for an overall conclusion on these turbos, the 62 is good. Like, it's better spooling up. It makes the same power until like 5800 or 6000 RPM, and then that's when the Turbosmart takes over. At this power level, I would even run a smaller 5862, be better than all of these. But above this power and boost, the 64, 66 is going to be better, even though it's got a tiny bit more lag. In the image, this Pulsar turbo is a G3660. I've just got a photo of it. It's not a G3900, or it's not a 6262. It's just the only one I got left because I can't sell it because it's too small and shit on N54. Peak numbers for the difference between these turbos. The Turbosmart pretty much makes 15 kilowatt more at that 22 pound, even at 20 pound. It makes about 10 kilowatt more at 17 pound, and as you go up it's making more and more. So 22, 23 psi, it makes about 15, 20 kilowatt more than the 62, 66, but it's all above that 5800 RPM mark.